What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about the 0-0 draw against Brighton at home. Let's just get into it.
It's agony, ecstasy. We're all one big family. We've got each other's back. We're the wolf pack. We're the wolf pack.
So where do I start? Well, I'll start off, obviously, the news that happened in the week about Raul and Daniela's baby they're expecting, and they're expecting a boy. Ralph, obviously, did this thing for him where he had to hit the top right hand corner, and obviously he missed it the first time. Then his girlfriend tried to have a go, didn't work, and obviously he hit it the second time on the way, but they're expecting a lad, so that's congratulations to Raul and his partner. But let's get on to the game. One of the things that you'll notice is Brighton are near enough in a relegation battle, should we say, and we're battling for the 5th or 4th spot. So your favourites obviously going to be Wolves, in it. Like they're going to be. They're a top of the table kind of clash between United, Tottenham, Arsenal, and Sheffield United and Everton and all that kind of stuff. And you expect Wolves to win this game. I had the Wolves obviously to win 1-0 because I knew it was going to be a tough game, because obviously Brighton aren't going to be a pushover, really, are they? As you saw in the game at their place. So I was expecting it to be a hard game, which it was in all fairness, but didn't expect it to be a board draw. Now, first half, there's nothing really I could talk about in the first half, really, is there? There's no chances whatsoever, really, except for the Raul Jimenez chance. It was just a really, really boring first half. Now, what I noticed was the crowd wasn't as loud as they usually are, so I was thinking it's not just affecting the players on the pitch, it's affecting the fans in the crowd as well. We need to pick up the pace second half and see if we can try and nick a goal, or try and beat him in possession, because first half they seem to be defending really, really well. So hats off to Brighton for the first half. Second half, they came out the second half favourite. I was expecting them to score a goal, in all fairness. They're on top of us majority of the second half. The chances they could have easily have been like 2-0 up at one point. Trossard is a quality player for them. Highly rate Trossard. Aaron Moy, he was pulling strings in the midfield as well. It was just a bit quiet for our midfield. Dendonka, he has his moments, didn't he, really? Like I said before, he's a better defender than he's midfielder. As it saw today, he's a bit of a calamity Jane in the middle of the park. If you, in my opinion, a few passes he just couldn't. He's just trying to overdo it, really. Dendonka, but one of them ones where you can't really do anything about it except for trying. It was more one of them ones where you have to try and beat the teams if you're going to be a contender for Champions League football, which we have got a chance to now that City obviously are out of the chance of getting Champions League due to the ban. We need to be taking these opportunities with both hands, really, if you want to be playing Champions League football, which, in all fairness, doesn't seem like we want to, especially today. Obviously, we beat Tottenham. Doesn't mean anything. You can't beat the bottom teams. Like, there's no point beating the likes of Man City and then Tottenham, and then just draw into, like, for example, Aston Villa or Brighton. Them kind of teams you need to be beating. So fair enough, we beat Norwich, one of the teams down in the bottom, but they're rock bottom. There's no hope for Norwich, is there, really? Even in all fairness, but there is hope for Brighton. To be honest, with that that's a point gained for them, because they'll happily come to Molyneux and take a point. Well, we should have gone out there and tried to get the 3 points. Now, fair enough. At least we didn't go out with no points at all. But it's just we needed to take chances when we had them. Like, we had that chance in the end. I don't know if it was then Donker who hit it. I can't remember. But it's just like fair enough. The first half as well. I don't know. It was just the whole game was a little bit boring in my opinion. Like, Brighton did go out. To be honest, first half they set up like, let's keep the defence. We don't want to kind of concede first half. Like most of the time, if they concede, they do lose the game. So it's one of them ones where they did defend really, really well throughout the game. In all fairness, they kind of pressed back as a team when we was on the counter attack. Didn't really, when Traore came on, fair enough. Traore did run at did change the game a little bit, but not as much as we needed him to. Podence came on as well. So Podence played well as well when he did come on. So did Traore, but we needed a game changer, and them two were meant to be the game changers, and they just didn't do anything really apart from like get us a few more runs up on the wings and stuff. It's just one of them ones where next game we do need to like kind of think about what we need to do in the game more, because it didn't seem like we didn't have a game plan. Like, we're all over the place today, especially midfield, which the midfield was quite quiet. But it's just one of them ones where next game we're gonna have to take, like, we have to go out for the 3 points. And I don't know who we got next. I can't remember, but it's one of them ones where we need to get the 3 points if we want to be contenders for Champions League football. It's mad saying that, in all fairness. If I'm honest with you, that's really mad saying that we're going to be, we want to be contenders for Champions League. It's like, I didn't expect us to be in Europa League this season, in all fairness. We've come a long, long way since, like, the Kenny Jackett days, the Dean Saunders, Solbakken kind of days. Excuse me. So, yeah, hopefully, if Solbakken's team get through the last 16, we can play them, and if we beat Olympiacos, hopefully we can meet Solbakken again. But that's my review on the whole, my reaction and review of the whole game. It's going to be a short one, just because obviously there's not really much to talk about in aspects when it comes to the chances, and overall just it was a boring game. So hopefully you enjoyed my review, even if it is a ball draw. I want to know if your opinions on the game down below. Brighton fans, if you're watching this as well, down below, I want your opinions on the game. Are you happy with it? You got a point, or do you reckon you could have got the 3 points today? In my opinion, you could have. You had better chances than Wolves did today. All our social medias will be in the description below, and hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like. Peace.
We've got each other.